Welcome to Darkest Star ASMR and Entertainment. Hi guys, and welcome to Darkest Star ASMR and Entertainment. I am the Duke, and today we're going to talk about PlayStation 1. Yes, I figured I was going to do a little video for you guys showing off my PlayStation 1 collection, which is pretty large at this time actually. I've been collecting all sorts of things. I collect movies, I collect older games. I'm a collector, but I don't have my whole house filled with like old newspapers and stuff like that. So I think it's a healthy collection. Anyway, this is such a huge collection that I'm going to show you the game. If it's something special, I mention it. I also gonna say if they're good or bad. So if you get a chance to come across these games, you might want to add them to your own collection. I'm also going to put my mobile phone on airplane mode, so we won't get any irritating calls during the video. Okay, we had a lot to go through. I don't know, this might even be a two-parter, but yeah. So let's start with this. This is Civilization, the Sid Meier sim game, which was converted to PlayStation 1, and it runs really well, but it takes up a whole memory card. But yeah, this is still my favorite Civilization game. Next up we have Star Wars Demolition, which is like Twisted Metal but Star Wars vehicles. It's pretty fun but a bit slow, but it's a blast in two-player mode. I like this game. It's a decent game. Next up we have Darkstone Evil Reigns, which is a Diablo clone. Unfortunately you can't play this co-op. But if you want a Diablo hack and slash that plays pretty much like the first Diablo, this is the one. I like this. 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5. Next up we have Gran Turismo 2. And all these games are PAL, I'm in Europe. And well, there's not much to say, is there? I mean, it's Gran Turismo. It was awesome when it came out. It's an excellent car racing game. Racing game. Yeah. Okay. I have a lot of games, so sorry if I don't go into detail on all of them. This is Killik the Blood, or Killik. It is a first-person shooter, which isn't all that great, to be honest. But if you're into first-person shooters, I guess you can enjoy it for what it is. Next we have Command & Conquer Red Alert 1, which is the strategy game from EA, before EA became greedy clowns. And yeah, if you like strategy games, Command & Conquer Red Alert, recommend highly. Next up we have one that my ex-girlfriend loves, and it's Theme Park World, where you construct your own theme park. I know this one came out on the PS2, so I actually upgraded after a while, but it's still a really funny game. Theme Park World. And now we have a real classic. It's Final Fantasy VIII. And what can I say? I'm a huge Final Fantasy guy. I think the best game that's ever been made, all time, all categories, is Final Fantasy VII. I never get tired of that game. This is the part 8, which have Squall and Rinwa as the main characters. It wasn't as great as part 7, but I love it anyway. It's a 5 out of 5, you know. You can take or give away a couple of points, but and now Final Fantasy 7. No, this is actually, what am I doing? This is 8. I'm sorry, this is 8. So let's rewind. This is actually Final Fantasy 6. Yeah, was the they released this with a demo disc for PlayStation 2 of Final Fantasy 10. But yeah, this is actually Final Fantasy 6. And it came on a 2-disc edition. So, sorry about that little misunderstanding. Now we're going to get to the good thing. Final Fantasy 7, my absolute favorite game of all times. This is the Platinum version. I just love this game. It's amazing. I have it on, and it also came with a little disc for Final Fantasy 8. I have this on my Xbox One, not this one, but the remake or whatever, not the rebirth or anything like that, but it runs a little smoother, shorter loading times, and you can get achievements. But Final Fantasy 7, I can't say much. This is Final Fantasy Origins, which is actually Final Fantasy Part 1 and Final Fantasy 2 on one disc. And this one is actually pretty nice because it came with a couple of nice artwork, picture inlays, showcasing some of, I don't remember his name. His name is Yoshitaka Amano. Sorry if I butchered that. But these games are mostly for, you know, Final Fantasy fans. They're not that great. They're pretty grindy, and well, you really don't know what to do. You have to start somewhere, I guess. Well, and this is one of my other favorite games of all time. This is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 on the PlayStation 1. I got it on the PlayStation 2 eventually, but this is where it started for me. I love Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Amazing game. I don't know how I can stack all these. This is La Amensa Fantasma, Episodio 1. This is the Phantom Menace from Italy, I think, or Spain. Unfortunately, I think there's no English translation, so I always have to play it like in Spanish. I think they speak English, I don't remember, but it's not the best game of Star Wars game, so it doesn't really matter. Next up we have Street Skater 2, which is one of those that came in the wake of Tony Hawk, I guess. Still fun, but not near Tony Hawk's fantastic gameplay. And I'm sorry, I didn't actually have the energy to connect the Blue Yeti microphone for this video, because it's mostly me rambling about games. So another one that my ex-girlfriend used to play till I almost got bored of it. It's Theme Hospital, another sim with a very sick sense of humor. You can like cure balloon heads, and well, it's pretty funny actually. I recommend it if you like sim games. Next up we have Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty trial version. I'm sorry, that didn't really end up in the right place. Here we have a really, I think, tough game, like hard. It's Swagman. And if I haven't played this in years, but if I correctly remember, I didn't get very far, or it was maybe so monotone that I stopped playing it. But it is like a top-down shooter kind of thing, if I don't remember wrong. Can't really say anything more about Swagman more than I don't think it was a favorite of mine, actually. Here we have a little oddity, actually. This is the Super Bub contest, which was on one of the PS1 demo discs that came with the official PlayStation magazine. And this puzzle game entertained me, my girlfriend, my friends for many, many hours. It was actually better than most commercial games. This was made by the NetGero C, I think, so it was an indie game that never got released. So yeah, Super Bub contest. If you find the demo disc, hold it hard because it's an awesome game. Next up we have another strategy top-down RPG, which is The Legend of Cartia. Can't say much about this, unfortunately. I don't remember playing it that much, maybe because I was more into like Final Fantasy kind of. This is more like Final Fantasy Tactics, if you know that kind of game. But I heard that it's really, really good, so I might give it a try some of these days and actually play it. Next up we have Breath of Fire Part 4. This is an awesome game. I think this is the best in the series. It was also the last one who came out for the PlayStation 1. Next up was the PlayStation 2 exclusive Breath of Fire 5 Dragon Quarters, which I don't like, but I still have it. Then we have Exhumed, which is a Doom shooter, which is really good. This takes place in Egypt, and you have to fight like mummies. And this is pretty, you know, I know it was pretty ahead of its time, because you have like these levels that branches out and you can go back to them once you have kind of like gained keys and stuff. It also has kind of like magic, I think it was. So yeah, I recommend Exhumed. I think it actually is on the Xbox store, some kind of remake on it. Then we have Crash Bandicoot 1, Part 1. I'm not a big platforming guy. I don't have the patience, so I know this is awesome and everything, but I never got the patience to, you know, fall down the same bloody hole time and time again. And then we have Rainbow Six Rose Spear, which is a tactical shooter. And I can't grade this, I think I just started it up and it was kind of like complicated to get the level to load. Not technically, but you have to choose a lot of things like loadouts and stuff like that. I love Rainbow Six Vegas and New Vegas 2 and the old, but I've never gotten into that, so I can't really grade it. What do we have here? Is this for PlayStation? Yeah, it is. This is Digimon World. It doesn't have a cover. I have never played it. Gonna check if it's too scratchy. Nope. I never played it, so I can't say anything about that one. What do we have next? Oh, this one is one that I really loved. It's Magic the Gathering. And it's a top-down card strategy game based on Magic the Gathering, the card game. And I think they nailed it with this one. I had so much fun playing with my friends, duels, and making own decks and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I almost forgot that I own this. I'm actually going to play this later today. Lovely game. Okay. I have nothing to say. I'm not a big sport guy. Now here we have one that's pretty tough also. It's Delta for Urban Warfare. And this one has an excellent control screen because it controls like a modern shooter with the sticks and everything. I just haven't gotten that far into it. I have so many things to do and so much games, you know. It's just, if you have played it, please tell me if it's good. And here we have one that is definitely rock hard and you won't get far unless you're really good. It's Excalibur 2050 2555 AD. It's kind of like a Tomb Raider clone, but with much stiffer controls. And you die almost instantly if someone hit you, and this is not a good game. Maybe if you play the demo disc on the PlayStation official magazine, because they included, I think, the first level or something that wasn't that hard, but after that it's just a grind to get through this. Wouldn't recommend it, unless you're a sadomasochist. Wow, Dead or Alive, the very first Dead or Alive with the bouncy boob. Physics. Love this game. I actually play Dead or Alive even today, but now I play Dead or Alive 6 on the Xbox One. But I can't say much. This was on par with Tekken and Soul Calibur. I love Dead or Alive. It was funnier than the others, I thought, but hey. Okay, so we have Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Great game, but not for me. I fall down in holes, and I don't like falling down in holes. And then we have a game that's pretty, I don't know, many people hate this, but I don't. It's Star Wars, The Masters of Terras-Kasi. It's a fighting game in the vein of Tekken. I love it not because it's good, but because I have kind of childhood memories from it. But if you want to look at it in a technical sense, I guess it's not that good. It also have a memory card in it. Star Wars games, it says. Wow, I haven't opened this one in years, so wonder what Star Wars games it's on it. And here we have one that I had on the original Sega Dreamcast, and it was pretty decent, but this one I think is abysmal. It's Star Wars Jedi Power Battles, and it controls so bad. I remember playing this, and I got to a point where I was going to jump off a tree onto some kind of ledge, and whatever I did, I just fell down. And you know me about holes, I don't like them. So I actually gave up on this one. I said beep it and just stopped playing. I played it on the Dreamcast though, so I won't recommend the PlayStation 1, yeah, version. Another shoot 'em up, Disruptor, and it's a Doom clone. This one is pretty decent. I don't remember much about it more than I thought it was pretty decent when it came out, and played it. So some of these I said I was going to rate them, but memory kind of fails me at some of these. But this one I do remember because it's loaded too. It's a top-down shoot 'em up with bloody gore and stuff like that. I think part 1 was better, because this is part 2. It's called Reloaded. I forgot that. Yeah, I think the first one was better, but this one is pretty fun if you just want to go around, shoot things or splats into big blobs. And then we have the first attempt to making Street Fighter 3D, with Street Fighter X plus Alpha. It's pretty fun. I played this with a pal not long ago, and it still works fine. It's clunky as hell, and it feels like they are moving in slow motion, but other than that it's still Street Fighter, you know. You can't go that wrong with it really, although I prefer the 2D versions. Here's another favorite of mine all time, and it's Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. Top-down RPG adventure hack and slash, where you play as the vampire Kain, bound for revenge on the ones who turned him. Excellent music, excellent atmosphere. This is a 5 out of 5. So yeah, if you see that one, grab it. The sequels for the PlayStation 2, Soul Reaver and Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 2. There were they were all good actually. Then we have FMV galore with Rebel Assault 2, Star Wars. And these have like 3 discs, I think. Or 2 discs, okay. But that's pretty much anyway. And it's like weird FMV scripted sequences where you get to shoot. You have to like I like it. I don't love it, but I like it because it's on childhood memories for me. You know, it was Star Wars. It had FMV, actual actors. Yeah, give it a go if you like Star Wars. And then we have another game where I fall down into holes, and it's Castlevania Chronicles. Now, actually, I played a lot of this game, so I won't hold it in any garage because it's Castlevania. I just love the atmosphere. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is one of my absolute favorite Castlevania games. So yeah, I won't hold it in that much. It's Castlevania, and it's a nice collection of, I think it's Rondo of Blood and another one, or it is Rondo of Blood in 2 versions, I don't remember. And finally we have another fighting game that I kind of like, but I don't think anyone else does it. It's Cardinal Sin. And I think this was on another YouTube channel as one of the worst fighting games ever made. I think it's decent. I had a lot of fun with this with friends, you know. We played this, Dead or Alive, Tekken 3 or Tekken Tag Tournament, I don't remember which one it was, but Tekken 3 I think, and we had a lot of fun with this. I'm looking at my shelves so I haven't missed anyone. It feels like I have, but I might not have. Well, anyway, that was my PlayStation 1 collection. Hope you enjoyed this soft-spoken little video. Hope it made you relax and also made you, maybe ignited your enthusiasm for old PlayStation 1 games. I think it was one of the best consoles ever, even today. There were short load times, there were no DLC or prepaid or paid content. I don't like modern games, sorry. Alright, well, that was that. I hope you liked the video. As I said, I love you guys. If you like this video, please subscribe if you want to, and hit the like button if you like the video, or don't. See you in the next video. Remember, there can't be any light without darkness. This is the Duke signing off. Goodbye. Come to me, don't be afraid. You will do as I say.